Can you hear the sound, says the Spirit of God, of He who has been declared, called Lord Sabaoth, Lord of hosts, Lord of the angel armies. For at this time in the earth He rides, and He rides with those under His command to come to the earth at this time of its reset. Pay attention, for you have heard of wars and rumors of wars. But you have also heard that there is a time for war and a time for peace. Therefore, as the Lord of hosts rides with His army, there has been great defeats, dethroning, bringing down of principalities and powers in the unseen realm. Therefore, a visible sign shall be given into the earth. I speak of Russia, the bear, says God, and Ukraine. There shall be a ceasefire that shall escalate to an end of war. But this will not be just a strange thing in the earth, but it will be a sign that God Himself has come in the earth at this time to reset the earth, that His glory may come, that those that are in darkness may see the light. And this that will happen, the Lord of hosts restrains the greed of a bare nation and can restrain the fool of Ukraine. Watch carefully, for this will cause a strange shaking of the earth's soil that will seem to increase. Do not fear, for this that shall happen in the soils of the earth, in unusual places, shall mark the resetting, not only of things in the natural, but in the spirit, that shall even bring a shaking of great exposure of that which has been accelerated through your money, United States. I speak of Iran. But I will bring them to the table, and they shall be humbled and restrained before the earth. But they will comply, and that which shall happen shall spill over, and an unusual alignment shall take place among the Arab nations, where there has been battles, wars, uprisings, unrest. Suddenly they will join hands, and men will say, this must be the peace that the scripture speaks of. Then sudden destruction comes. God says, why do you look at my word through fear? Can there be a peace that comes that restrains for a season, that the result is not destruction, but rather a unifying that shall bring something very unusual to the earth, my glory? And this will happen, and so unsettling it'll be that the north and the south shall begin to act up, but not in a way of unrest of South and North Korea, where an unusual talks will come that will bring an alignment and a realigning that in its season and time shall bring them together as one. This is the time now of my justice, and as this is taking place across the earth, there will be another increase of exposure over your land, United States. And I will even look to your FBI, and it shall be known as the Federal Bureau of Interrogation. For there are those who know what they have been part of. that will not be cleared by the God of justice. Therefore, there will be a strange and an unusual arrest that will take place that will mark the season that I have been speaking of. And you will say, we did not think this would happen. This cannot be possible. Who rules the earth? And who answers the prayer of men? It is I. Therefore, watch the intensity of my might and my power, but of my peace, my restraint, my justice as the living God. And I'm doing it for you, but I'm doing it for your children. And if you will continue to pray, this will not just last for a short season, but I am looking to gather a generation, says the living God.